Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing a subject to you that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know, and that is getting to know people. That is doing tests, so to speak, where it's common and pretty normal for people to test others when they're getting to know them, to kind of find out where the boundaries are, and to find out more specific stuff sometimes. And the tests themselves, so to speak, can be very important and helpful, but there's probably a near limit as to how appropriate they are, beyond a point where they can be intrusive and obnoxious. So I'm going to give an example. In the dating scene, say you meet somebody online and you meet in person, and you ask some questions, and what are your interests? Do you have family? That kind of stuff. These are tests. These are, in fairness, these are types of tests. Small, normal, healthy tests, innocent tests. But there are other kinds of similar tests that aren't so healthy or appropriate. Such as when, say you're in a profession, or if you're a student of psychology and you have special training and ways to kind of dig in and analyze people that aren't common, that have required research and skill development, so that you have special abilities that most people aren't experienced with. These kind of tests require consent. These kind of tests can be criminal, in fact, without consent, because you're digging into information that doesn't belong to you at that point. You're digging into perhaps a personality or psychological profile that can be used against somebody, and that whether it's used against them or not, it doesn't belong to you if you are that person doing unethical testing. But unfortunately, we live in a world where practicality kind of dictates what is allowed. Many times, people are more concerned about what they can do, not what they should do. So when there are opportunities for people to quote unquote test others, and they believe that they can do it with impunity, that is, without getting caught, many times they just go ahead and do it. They analyze, they dissect, they conduct their rigorous screening and profiling, and they use very targeted and specific technology involving research and medical science, and this is highly unethical. The fact that someone is able to do something has never been justification. There has to be something else. And there actually has to be consent, unless there's a problem, a real problem. There has to be an official problem, or there needs to be consent. And this is the law, actually. So anyway, the question was brought up online as to what I meant by tests. And I mean two things, really. I mean the innocent kind of get to know you tests, and then the not so innocent dissect you kind of tests. And we see these all the time, both kinds, unfortunately. So questions or comments, please reach out to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.